Hi guys, happy new year to you all. I would like to just give you a head start that this is going to be a very long video, but I would really crave your indulgence to watch to the very end. This is me coming clean on how 2021 was for me in terms of fitness and health, and being just real about the journey and seeing how the journey can be better for me and for you in 2022. A lot of people have said congratulations to me for transforming my body. But for me, it was more than just transforming my body. There was a lot of work that had to go on mentally, spiritually, physically for me. And I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to be able to do this. But the truth of the matter is, it wasn't that straightforward, guys. I didn't wake up every morning feeling all energized to work out, but I worked out anyway. It was the small daily victories that accumulated into the bigger victory that I see in the mirror today and you see today. What I'm just saying is the journey to this point began for me in 2020, and I'm grateful to God first and foremost for giving me the grace to sustain it, because I was ill in December, somewhere in December, and I couldn't even lift my body. And even though I have always been grateful, knowing that life, health, and strength comes from God, it really resonated more with me that the fact that I can do what I do, the fact that you can wake up every morning and go and come, be able to walk on your two legs, do what you want to do without thinking twice about it, is God's grace first and foremost. It is not of your own strength. It is not of my own strength that I wake up every day and I hit my gym and I work out and I eat right. Trust me, I struggled through it sometimes. Okay, there were days that I wanted to eat all the junk food in the world and I let myself eat it. I didn't beat myself for the days that were not so good. I took it a day at a time and I celebrated the victories and I learned from the stumbles. But the stumbles only allowed me to fall forward. Okay, so you keep moving ahead, you learn from it. 2022, I still have body goals. I got admitted briefly in the hospital in December last year, and I was in so much pain, and for a week or two I couldn't do any workout, and I was beating myself. I'm like, you gotta wake up and keep this life. I'm like, what is wrong with you, girl? You know what, you deserve this break. Maybe this is God's way of slowing you down a bit, because one thing that we do not realize sometimes is that rest is as important as activity. And as much as you're working, you need to take a well-deserved break when you need it. And so I really want to encourage you in 2022. For me, it's not about resolution. You can start any day, anytime. It doesn't have to be the beginning of the year or the I don't know, all this whole new year brouhaha. It really has to do with you deciding that, you know what, I want a new me. I want to change. I want to be different. I want to be better. Whether it's financially, for me, one of my goals is financial independence, health and fitness, and super awesome impact and career progression. These are some of my goals. And so whatever they are, take steps in getting there. The journey may be long, arduous, murky, but it's also going to be very fulfilling and rewarding when you stay true to your race, because your race is perfect for you. Refuse to compare yourself with others. Don't look at somebody's body and say this. Don't look at somebody's life and say, oh, if I could have that. You can have what you desire, and I really want you to understand that it's a journey. and you need to savor it. Yes, have a goal. There should be a goal, and goals should not be end games. Goals should be milestones. Let me repeat that. Goals shouldn't be end games. Goals should be milestones. The difference between an end game is that is the end of the game. There is nothing beyond that. And that is where you get stuck, because you hit your weight goal and then you're like, okay, and then you spiral down. But don't let your goals be that. You let your goals be milestones. Milestones are success points that are worth noting. So when you have a goal to reach this point, that is a milestone. Set the next target, set the next goal, and achieve it, and keep setting goals, and let each goal be a milestone and not an end game. And it's okay to start small. To be honest, that's really how you can start. Okay, don't feel like you need to have a quick fix. It's not worth it. Take the time to build the life that you want. Take the time to build the body that you want. Take the time to build the wealth that you so desire. Take the time to build the relationship that you want. Take the time to build the net worth and work that you want. Take the time, but do it every day. Whether or not you make mistakes, you stumble, keep at it. I have also been transitioning into a vegetarian lifestyle, and I quit eating red meat many years ago, and in 2020 I was able to transition into pescatarianism, where I only ate fish and eggs. And I am grateful to God for how far He's brought me. That has been sustainable for the last year and a half, and now I am transitioning into ovo vegetarianism. So I am now an ovo vegetarian, which means that I only take my protein source primarily from plant-based sources, and eggs only for animal sources. I'm still learning about the lifestyle, because in Ghana things are pretty different. You all know how it is in this country, and it can be quite costly, but it is worth the cost. You deserve it. So I am learning about what options, meal options I have to be able to. It's about nourishing my body with the right nutrients, not restricting me from anything. That's not it. I'm looking for alternative sources, plant alternatives for the nutrients that my body requires to function at its best. And that for me is a whole journey. I know that I have the support of my loved ones and family. Well, my family not so much. My mother literally gave me almost gave me a whole deliverance session today when I told her that, Ma, I am now an ovo vegetarian, so I do not eat anything but eggs. If I really need to get my protein source from eggs, that is if my plant sources are not meeting up to it. She just had to do this. I'm like, Ma, this is not a curse now. Why are you doing this? Oh my goodness, my family, they are amazing. They are full of fire, energetic, loud, and there, but they are my biggest support unit, and I'm grateful to God for them. My mother doesn't really, she sees this like, oh, what is this girl doing? Like, aren't you tired? Isn't it enough? I'm like, Ma, this is who I am. It's not something I'm just doing. This is me. And you got to accept that and live with it. And when you start to prep meals, remember that you've got an ovo vegetarian in your squad. And she started to laugh. She and my sister just rolled their eyes. What I'm saying is that find a community of support. Talk to somebody. Express yourself. Share your fears. Reach out to me. I really want to build a community to support people who are on different journeys in life. I don't know how to keep that going because it can be a lot. But reach out to me if you need to, and I'll be happy to be that sister that holds your hand during that journey. So let's do this together. Cheers to a new year full of endless possibilities. Live your best life. Fierce and awesome as always. And remember, progress over perfection. Love you all. I'm looking forward to an excellent year. Regardless of what it will bring, it's all going to work together for our good. Let's look forward to it. Have fun, laugh loudly, live brightly, and as much as you can, and hold no grudges. Peace.